Hello.
And welcome to
Let the Girls Play. I'm Kelsey Bailey.
I'm Amelia Bain.
And we're here to talk about the WNBA Week 11.
Or as Kelsey has called it in the outline,
Dildo Week.
Dildo Week.
Someone DM'd us about it, being like, I can't wait for this week's episode after all of the dildos have been thrown on the court. So we got to give the people what they want, which is our hot take. I have theories. I have thoughts. I have theories.
I can't wait to hear them.
Yeah, we'll talk about when we get to the Valkyries, because both dildos were thrown onto the court during Valkyries games, which adds to my conspiracy.
I wish we could just do a curveball and not cover the games, but you know what? We are committed to covering week by week the WNBA. If you're new, if you found us just because you've had like a keyword like dildo on Google alert, welcome.
Welcome to the WNBA.
We are two non-experts talking about the WNBA.
We're going off our own thoughts, feelings, and vibes. Sometimes we get special brained and we talk about stats or things that we're noticing or the history of some of the players. But again, we don't know basketball like that. It's not like that with us.
We're not ball knowers like that.
No. If you want a ball knower, there's so many other podcasts we can direct you towards. This one's for the girlies.
This one's for the girlies.
Yeah. Maybe you got into the WNBA via Ellie the Elephant. This is the pod for you.
This is for you. Yeah, because so did we.
For the most part, yeah. Honestly, I would say 50% of my love for the W came via Ellie welcoming me at Barclays.
Welcoming us with a twerk and a wave.
With a wink and a smile. And she got me. And I'll tell you what, there's one team that's going to need to be doing a lot of winking and smiling to get their fan base back, because yes, this was the week of dildos, but this was also Mercury retrograde. Crazy things are happening in the W. Teams are losing that we're not used to losing. People are getting traded because the trade deadline is coming August 7th. That is when things need to be locked in. So people are getting things down to the wire. At time of recording, there could be 15 more trades happening after we record this and before this episode comes out.
We're recording on a Monday morning. We have to say that because be kind.
But let's talk about the Dallas Wings, they had a crazy week. They started it out with a big win against the Liberty. That was the most bizarre game one could witness. I was looking at the score thinking to myself, what is this, an exhibition game? Is this a preseason game where we're letting all of our bench play so we can learn what their playing is like? Because they were getting absolutely they're blowing the Liberty out, dog walking them.
It was really shocking. Arike roller coaster, up. We're at the top,
baby. We had our hands up. We were posing for the picture. We were getting
screaming.
Ready. We're screaming.
Yes. Paige playing out of her mind. Everybody just contributing in a way that was like, okay, now hang on. This is a really good team. Mm-hmm. And the Liberty, they just didn't play until the last 5 minutes of the game.
When you come in against a team thinking, oh, this is going to be a cakewalk, they're going to slap you in the mouth.
I was watching that game with my mother-in-law and my father-in-law, and they're not like huge, they like the WNBA, but they're not like huge fans. So I was like, you got to see the Liberty play. They're the best. They're amazing. Champions.
Then you felt insecure. Mm-hmm.
And I'm looking over at them like kind of embarrassed. Mm-hmm. Like did they think that I think this is good? Mm-hmm. Because I don't really know what good basketball is, but I know what bad basketball is. Mm-hmm. And I was seeing it.
Mm-hmm. And you said, judge me not for how the Liberty are playing right now.
Judge me for, I don't know how to cook, really.
Okay. That's a different pod. That's our in-laws pod. Let the girl in-law. Yeah.
Let the girl in-law. All right. Let's talk about my other family. A family that's been ripped apart by trades.
Ripped apart. My God. We got an orphan in Dallas. Little orphan Paige.
First, her daddy is traded to Las Vegas about a month ago. Mm-hmm. And now mommy's gone.
Breaking news this week. Dejanay Carrington traded to the Minnesota Lynx, reunited with her stud buds, who she played with in Connecticut, Courtney Williams and Natisha Heidemann, in exchange for Diamond Miller, Carly Samuelson, who is out for the rest of the year with an injury, and a 2027 draft pick.
You know, I was actually thinking the last time I watched the Lynx play, Diamond Miller, her days in Minnesota are numbered. But I was worried that she was going to get the wave after wave.
Wave after wave.
I thought they were going to waive her, but they traded her. I'm happy for Diamond Miller because I think she'll get some playing time.
Mm-hmm.
This was a shock.
It was a shock. I think, no offense to Diamond Miller or Carly Samuelson, I think Dallas got the shit end of the stick.
Oh, definitely. Everybody that they brought in to build the team around Paige and Enrique, they're sending off. They've said goodbye. They're blowing it up.
Mm-hmm.
This team is, I'm concerned. People do not like this coach. And now I think people are going to be pretty mad at Short King Kurt Miller.
Mm-hmm. General manager, Short King Kurt Miller.
They turned the comments off on the Instagram posts about this because people were so angry.
Listen, and this is just a public service. For those of us who are popping off in the comments, and I'm guilty of it too, don't take it out on the social media people.
Oh my God.
They make no decisions.
They have no control.
They have literally no control. Sometimes you can't even control what emoji you're allowed to use as a social media manager. These are people who have no control over anything. So don't take it out on them.
And this is, Kelsey can speak. Can I share this? You're speaking from experience.
Yeah, you can
because
speak on it.
At one point, Kelsey was responsible for the L Word social media, and people would really get angry if the plot didn't go the way they liked, and they would send her.
Head writer.
They would send her pictures of someone pointing a gun at her.
Mm-hmm.
So don't do that.
Mm-hmm. Don't
also,
do that.
Shout out to a job well done, Kelsey.
Shout out to the L Word Generation Q, the greatest show of all time. Everybody
speaking
was
of dildo week.
Yeah, speaking of dildo, we got to get an L Word reference in there. But also with the trade of Dejanay to the Minnesota Lynx, they've also waived Tiara McCowan, and they waived Grace Berger before she could solve JFK's assassination conspiracy.
They had to waive her because they were like, she's getting too close.
Getting too close.
She's connecting the dots.
FBI made the call.
FBI said, take her out.
Happy trails to them. Hope that they find somewhere to play. It is upsetting about Tiara McCowan, but I do understand she just never seemed like she wanted to be playing basketball when she was playing basketball. Someone on Twitter was like, it's a sign in a league that's like has a bigs shortage. True bigs, true centers, there's a shortage. To waive one of them, it means there must be a real problem.
I hope she finds a home where she can learn to love basketball again. And I hope that, do you think they're like, Paige is playing well. Maybe she's distracted by having friends. We need to take all of her friends off
away.
The team.
Mm-hmm. She needs to play. She needs to have absolutely nothing outside of what's happening on the court.
Right.
She can't have fun kikis. No Sex in the City nights with the girls.
No, none.
No Cosmos to be seen. We better not hear her say, I'm a Miranda. We better not hear her say, I'm a Carrie, or we know we've gone too far. If she has a life outside of what's happening inside that arena, they're screwed.
But shout out to the Wings. I can't imagine that morale is high.
No.
And why would you do this? They have this game against the Liberty where finally Enrique, who's been getting like dogged in the comments online, people are like, what do they do with Enrique? Is Enrique washed? Of course Enrique's not washed. It's the
coaster, babe.
It's the Enrique coaster. It's going to be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Finally, Paige and Enrique in the same game are both popping off. And then they're like, this momentum, we can't have it. Let's trade a beloved player.
Dejanay wasn't getting too much time in Dallas. I don't know if she's going to get that much more time in Minnesota. But
no.
Let's keep it moving. Let's go to the Las Vegas Aces. Speaking of the Lynx, let's go to the Las Vegas Aces, who lost to the Lynx by 53 points. It's as if they didn't even get out onto the court.
It's like they didn't put players out for half the game.
Yeah, they just let them like, hey, have a little shoot around Minnesota, and we'll count all the baskets that you make. While the Aces did win 2 games this week against the Sparks, and thank God against the Valkyries after that horrific loss to the Lynx, I don't think it takes away the sting of what the Lynx did to the Aces on their own court. With that game, that 53-point victory over the Aces, they are the second largest win in WNBA history and the first largest win for a team on the road. Against
the Aces, not against maybe you would have said Wilson. Okay, maybe the Sun. But this is a team with one of the best basketball players in the world on it.
Mm-hmm.
And you did them like that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
Do you know who the other team was that holds the record for the largest victory over a team, period? Like whether on the road or...
I don't know. I would guess like Houston.
The answer? Also the Minnesota Lynx. They're in number 1 and number 2 position.
Wow. They're
it was
Katie
like
Ledecky,
2017
Katie Ledecky.
or something. Yeah, Katie Ledecky all the way through.
We do need to say we're tweaking no more because we're recognizing that Jo once again is she's an all-star.
Jo is an all-star. And also, guess what? Jewel Lloyd has woken up. In that game against the Valkyries, she said, "Whew, sorry, y'all. My alarm didn't go off. I overslept, but I'm woke now."
She got hit in the head by Salon. Is that player's name?
Yes, Janelle Salon. Yeah, woke her up.
She got hit in the head and it unlodged something in her brain. And she was like, wait a second, I'm one of the greatest.
I'm a basketball player?
I'm good at this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Jewel Lloyd's back.
Yeah, I was the leading scorer in the 2023 season.
Boy,
that was me. Ding, 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 ding. She woke up, had 20 plus points in that game against the Valkyries and their win against the Valkyries.
And Jackie Young had a triple-double.
Her first triple-double ever in their game against the Sparks.
Let's go.
So, like, people are rising to the occasion, just maybe not all at the same time.
This was such highs and such lows for I can't think of a higher highs, lower lows, other than maybe the Wings, to be honest, this week.
Yeah, or also the
Liberties.
The Liberties.
Oh my
the
God.
Liberty. We'll get to it. Honey, we'll get to it.
I think the Liberty, it's just lows and then back to the middle where we kind of should be.
Yeah.
But shout out to the Aces. Shout out to Mommy, who is just on a real journey, going through it.
Mommy's going through it. Listen, it's weird times to be an Aces fan. We still love the Aces. I will always love the Aces, but at 15 and 14, they're lucky if they get like a 6 seed.
I know. And I think there's no way they win a championship, but I do think I still have hope that like they could win one series in the playoffs. If like Asia just like, if everything clicks into place, these great players remember, wait a second, we're good at this. And Asia plays the way that she always plays, which is beautifully.
I think if they get a 6 seed, maybe. But if they're in the 7th or 8th seed, absolutely not.
I know. It's hard for me to accept that because really like I've only been I was like a baby WNBA fan, but I've only been like a big, huge WNBA fan in the era where the Aces were like dominant. So and I know that for most of you guys who are listening who have been fans for longer, they were bad. So you're like, okay, nature is healing. Mm-hmm. For me, this is like, it's shattering my foundation of how I see the landscape of the WNBA. It's hard to accept.
It's like when you realize your parents are only human, you know?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Well, I'll let you know when that happens. My mommy, Becky Hammond. Becky
Hammond. Yeah. And stepdaddy, Carl Smesko.
Yes.
Let's talk about someone who needs some parenting. I don't know what they need. The Chicago Sky. 7-21. Lost their 3 games to the Mystics, the Valkyries, and the Mercury. Waived Marquisha Davis, Mariah Jefferson. Signed Sevgi Uzun, the point guard from Turkey who played for the Wings last year. Angel Reese in and out of games due to injury. It's just a shit show in Chicago. Chicago.
The only good thing that I'm seeing right now is that they're having, maybe they just had it, Courtney Vandersloot bobblehead night. And
that's fun.
Other than that, I don't know if there's anything to look forward to in Chicago. And just a couple weeks ago, we were like, it's a new day in Chicago. They're killing it. They're a great team. And now I'm right back to where I was, which is you just got to hunker down, Chicago fans. Wait to have your new arena next year and
find some focus on your other hobbies.
Mm-hmm. Lean into your community.
Mm-hmm. Ancestors and community will get you through this.
They will. It's not the time to lean on basketball.
No.
Lean into like the other parts of the WNBA community.
Yeah.
Like conspiracy theories about who did throw the dildos, that kind of stuff.
Who did throw the dildos? And you know what? We can talk about the dildos now because one of the dildos got thrown. The second dildo got thrown in the Sky versus Valkyries game.
And that led to an arrest. Yes?
I think it was the first one at the Atlanta one that was the arrest.
Okay, someone has been arrested.
Someone has been arrested. Not, I doubt it was the same person, but it's both of the throws have happened during Valkyries games.
Okay.
Okay, so there's two ways this can go. It's someone who's homophobic.
Yeah.
And it's someone who is anti-WNBA. That's path one.
Or someone that's just a misogynist who's like,
yes,
women,
misogynist, homophobe,
yeah.
all
Yes.
these dykes. Let me throw a dildo out there to remind everybody who's out there on the court. Second path, scorned ex-lover of somebody on
the
Valkyries.
Valkyries.
And the rumor is that Kate Martin and her girlfriend have broken up.
Oh my God.
Could it be her girlfriend is throwing these reminders of, I hate you. This was yours. This was ours. Ba ba ba.
Wow.
Following the Valkyries.
Okay, and is the girlfriend physically throwing them, or is it sort of a Tanya Harding? She's hired some goons to do the throwing for her.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Did she get really close with some people who do like they travel with the team of the Valkyries and they're like, hey, I need you to, when you're traveling with the team for these games, you got to be throwing these out there to remind what happened.
Oh my gosh, like she had access to the facility and to the people that work there as the girlfriend, but then as sometimes happens, you become friends with somebody and it's like, oh, I forgot we even met through the girlfriend.
Another wag,
We're just
maybe?
friends now.
Yeah. Another
Yeah.
wag who's like, we got to stick together.
Okay. This is a very international team, we know.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it's like someone's wag living abroad is like, you know, their partner has gone to play for the Valkyries, has had an affair. They are transferring some Bitcoin to someone in the United States to throw dildos on the court.
Yeah. Ceci Zandalasini's girlfriend back in Rome.
We've got an international scandal. We've got a crime syndicate.
And see, this is more fun than thinking about misogyny and homophobia at work. Let's talk about the fun potential that it could be a scorned lover.
I want it to be someone within the community. I don't want it to be an attack on the community.
No.
I want it to be
I want the call to be coming from inside the house.
Me too. I need it to be.
Anyway, there's more to say about the mean green, but maybe I'll wait till the first occurrence to say it. But that was my original theory. Scorned lover is doing the bidding. Somebody screwed somebody over that plays for the Valkyries.
Okay. And we're going to need to see who was checked into the game. We're going to do some research.
I'm going to do some research.
Yeah.
We'll
report back when we know.
But let's talk about the Washington Mystics, who I don't need to do research on because they're still my girls. It's still stick season, even if they lost 2 games this week and they're under 500. Shout out to Sonia Citron. She had 19 points in the first half against the game against the Sky. 28 points total. She was balling out.
That's like a MVP candidate stat line, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, she's not going to be the MVP. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, that's one game performance where it's like, okay, 28 points. We're getting close.
That's candidate for Rookie of the Year.
Very good.
That's
yes.
all rookie team, absolutely. No doubt.
All rookie, no question.
It is. I do wonder. I'm like, okay, so it's 5 slots for all rookie team. We've got Paige. We've got Sonia. We've got Kiki. Who are they going to be the other 2, I wonder?
One of my Dallas girls? I don't know.
Maybe JJ or Zaza. Or could it be one of the people who are like, she's a rookie? And it's like, she's been playing for like 10 years overseas.
Yeah, there's somebody
Catherine Westbeld.
Who is it on the Mercury that's
Lexi
great?
Held.
Isn't there another rookie?
Monique Akomakani.
Yes. Yes.
She's starting. Yeah.
Yeah. That's my pick.
Wow. Okay. What fun. But it's fun watching these rookies. It's fun watching the Mystics get a dub. And I hope that they can get there. I would love to see the Mystics in the playoffs this year. Even just first round. Have them be an 8 seed. I would be very happy to see them back there.
For those rookies to get that experience in the playoffs. For all of us to get more Mystics basketball.
And I think it would just be beautiful. Everybody was like, oh, the Mystics this season are going to be really bad. But look at them go.
Not Kelsey.
Not
Kelsey
me.
never said that, not once in her life.
Not once in my life. I've always been a believer. That's my...
Even when the Mystics have been bad, like last year. we were still like,
I still ride.
yeah.
I still ride. That's my fantasy team name in my fantasy WNBA league. It's #1 Mystics Defender.
Wow.
Because I will defend them till my death, unless something goes really wrong and like we find out that they're all bad people. But they're not. They're the best. I love them.
If we found out they're all throwing the dildos, but in a
mean way.
homophobic way.
But let's go to another team that honestly, I'm gonna give them a shout out.
Uh-oh.
The Indiana Fever, they're balling. They have 5 straight wins right now. Taking down the Mercury, taking down the Storm, and all while one of their point guard is trying to get a master's degree.
Shout out to Ari, she had to write a 12-page paper. Ari McDonald wrote a 12-page paper. I hope she wrote it. I don't know. On a 4-game road trip. And she's in school for applied behavioral analysis.
What do you think that means?
I wonder if it's like
therapy?
Oh, I was thinking it was like a Clarice Starling kind of like.
She wants to be in the FBI.
She wants to be in the FBI. She's going to solve the JFK thing.
Yeah.
She's going to solve the dildo mystery.
Yeah, just wait for them to get to Dallas. She's going to be out there with a flashlight and a measuring tape.
It might be therapy.
Listen, it's more than a master's than I've ever had.
I do have a master's, but I got it at a school that doesn't exist anymore. So. Shout out Goddard.
Shout out Goddard. Honestly, here we go, Fever. They're at 17-12 right now. This is again without Caitlin Clark.
She's still resting her groin, but not really resting it because she's like jumping up and yeah, they're going to be a problem when she comes back.
Absolutely,
they're already a problem without her.
They're already a problem. You got Kelsey Mitchell playing on her damn mind, fastest woman in the league, just crazy. Aaliyah Boston having a amazing all first WNBA team, whatever we want to call it, amazing season, and everybody else is like stepping up. Natasha Howard stepping up, Erin McDonald stepping up.
It's a good thing to have all of them step up
to the streets or whatever.
The Fever. Step up to the Fever. Step up to the Fever.
The Fever is rising.
Mm-hmm. The Fever is rising.
The Fever is rising because it's getting hotter on planet Earth because of global warming due to the sun. So let's talk about the Connecticut sun.
We always get there. We always do it.
We always find a way. You know what? Shout out to the Sun. They had a big dub against the New York Liberty this week. That had to be great for morale.
They absolutely did. They were Tina Charles was...
She deserves some big dubs.
Tina Charles deserves everything. Mm-hmm. Marina's back. Mm-hmm. She doesn't look like she was ever hurt. Anissa Morrow is balling. I mean, these players have just decided we're a good team. I think they're mentally, something has shifted in them. They're like, we're not the punching bag. Let's go. Because even in this second game against the Liberty, where they ultimately did lose, they were balling.
I do think a lot of this has to do with Layla Lacan playing now. An amazing defender, has been averaging like 2.5 steals a game. Fast as hell.
Yeah.
They did the Liberty did not know how to handle her because they're like,
no.
Wait, we thought we had to focus on Marina Mabry who can shoot crazy shots. Now we have this, like, who can defend this woman? Because it wasn't Maureen Johannes could not go toe to toe with her.
No. And I wonder if there's something to like this new player showing up and they're like, wait a second, I don't know why you guys are all got your head in your ass and you're in a slump because I just showed up and I'm a winner, baby. Yeah. And then everybody else was like, wait a second, maybe we're winners too. And all of that she did say in French.
Je suis winners, baby. I think there are brighter days ahead for the Sun. I think that they will get 10 wins? Probably not.
No. I think it's going to be a early end to the season for the Sun. We're not going to see the playoffs. Absolutely not. But I do think we're going to see some more wins in this second little half of, we're past half, but this end of the season.
Yeah, I don't think that their roster is going to get shaken up anymore. Although, if it does, I think I know who might be. Oh, wait, hold on. We're not there yet. Never mind. I'll hold on to it. There is a player who I think is going to be leaving their current team and going somewhere new. And we'll talk about it when we get to the Phoenix Mercury.
We're going to speak on that. That's
And
a
we
little
will be
teaser.
speaking on that. But in the meantime, let's talk about the Seattle Storm. Hoo boy. Seattle Storm had 2 insane games, 2 insane losses that literally one went into double overtime against the Sparks. That was an amazing game to watch. They were going bang for bang. It was crazy, double overtime. I thought they were going to be going into triple overtime. And then even in their game against the Fever yesterday, down to the wire again in the last second. And I just, good God, 2 great basketball games.
You have to be kind of bummed to be that exhausted from playing a double overtime and lose, and then to have it go down to the wire in another game and lose. But still, you shouldn't feel on your own court. Yeah. But I hope their heads are still high because I love this team.
Yeah. I mean, it's neither were a blowout, so I guess it's a noble loss in that it came down to the wire. But yeah, and I think we're all still waiting for Dominique Malonga to dunk.
Dominique, it's
what are you waiting for?
Last week there was a moment where we really thought it was going to happen. It didn't. Yeah. I think her teammates thought it was going to happen. Didn't happen. What's going on?
Yeah,
because I feel like you've had enough time to adjust to if you're breaking in a new pair of shoes, they're broken in. If you're waiting for the jet lag to wear off, you've been in Seattle for a while now. What's the holdup?
What's the holdup? Are you still waiting to go to the first Starbucks? Has the line been too long to get into the very first Starbucks and you just haven't been able to have that experience to make yourself feel like a real Seattle person?
You haven't gotten to that gum wall?
You haven't gone to the gnome under the bridge? You haven't seen the house from Sleepless in Seattle yet?
I don't think she has, Kelsey.
They haven't thrown you a fish yet at Pike Place Market?
You haven't caught the ferry to the San Juan Islands to unwind?
Yeah, you haven't gone on the ferry that Meredith Grey rides on Grey's Anatomy?
You haven't gone to the Grey's Anatomy house?
You haven't gone to the Real World house from Real World Seattle?
So she's got a checklist. She's got this Seattle to-do list, and at the bottom of the list is dunk. And so get your touristy things done. We want to see the dunk, Dominique. We got to see the dunk.
We need it for morale. We just had 2 not huge losses, but 2 hard losses.
Erica Wheeler needs you to dunk.
Yeah. Erica Wheeler's going to go on another Twitter rant if you don't dunk, like she did after the Sparks game and after she lost the skills challenge at All-Star. So I think for the safety of Erica Wheeler's PR team, please do something to make her feel positive so we don't have to hear her popping off again.
And I love Erica Wheeler, but somebody needs to take away her phone.
Someone, after something big, they got to take away her phone. She can't be trusted on there. She's I'm going to make a transition. She's like Cheryl Reeve. Cheryl Reeve gets out there talking. What is it? Write it, regret it, say it. What is it?
It's say it, forget it, write it, regret it. That's a Dorinda medley.
Yeah, and neither of them are following this because Cheryl Reeve is saying it on record, being recorded.
She can't help herself.
It's
not even a take your phone thing. It's a get
a
her
thing.
It's like a SWAT team
thing.
Get her out of the arena thing.
Yeah, get her out someone tackle her. If someone goes towards her with a mic talking about our referees fair and what do you think of Emma Mieseman signing with the New York Liberty? Did you see that?
She made the wrong choice.
She made the wrong choice. Girl, get over yourself. Focus on yourself.
She's got
focus on yourself.
If we tell her to stop talking, she's going to put it on a t-shirt. So there's really no way to silence Cheryl.
Our Zazzle Queen, whether it's from her mouth or coming off her chest, literally on a t-shirt.
she's always communicating something.
She's always communicating. Communications queen.
Should we talk about the Lynx?
They are sitting at 24-5 right now. They just picked up Dijonay, a huge defensive threat, just really going to make everything impossible for teams that are going to face them. They had a win against the Liberty, a win against the Aces where Kayla McBride had 8 threes.
I think she shot 100% too, right?
I don't know if it was 100%, but it was damn near close to it.
In the first half, maybe?
Yeah, something. Yeah, in the first half. And then in the second half, she tried to go for another one because that would have been the record is 9 threes, and she didn't get there.
She'll be fine.
She'll survive. But the Minnesota Lynx, sitting at 24-5 right now at time of recording, it's just... Although I do think that, Fee went down with some sort of ankle injury, and we haven't heard any updates on that.
I don't know why Cheryl had her in the game when they were up so much, getting hurt. But anyway, what do I know? I don't know about basketball.
I don't know anything about basketball. Yeah, I guess there has been no update on her ankle injury that happened during that Aces game. But again, even with a broken ankle, she still can probably play better than
still probably be
most
like
people.
I don't know if she's MVP with a broken ankle, but she's still like first
Defensive
team.
player of the year.
Yeah.
She's still defensive player of the year and finals MVP. So she'll be fine.
She'll be fine. And Cheryl, you should have benched her when you were up that much, but you made the wrong choice. She made the wrong choice.
You never know you're not on your court. Yeah, you did know, and you just wanted to rub some more salt in the wound, honey.
She got a little bit too
greedy.
She got greedy.
Mm-hmm. And greed comes back to bite you, which is why Breanna Stewart is sitting out right now from the New York Liberty, because we are being punished for signing Emma Meeseman.
We can't have it all. We got to talk about a player who was recently waived by the Lynx, who was signed by a new team. Let's talk about that team. The Los Angeles Sparks.
Shout out to Alyssa Peely getting signed. I said it in a couple episodes ago. I said, I think she's going to go to the Sparks so she can be reunited with her coach from Utah, who is the head coach of the Los Angeles Sparks, whose name I can't think of right now.
Lynn Roberts.
Lynn Roberts. Thank you. Sorry, Lynn.
Sorry,
That's
Lynn?
my middle name.
Kelsey Lynn Roberts Bailey.
Exactly it. That's exactly it. How could I have forgotten her name when it's my middle name?
This is so good for Alyssa Peely to think back about when was the last time she was like a big dog? When was the last time she was like dominant? College. Who was her coach? Kelsey Lynn Roberts Bailey.
Yep.
I don't know. It's just like you remember that you were great, and maybe she'll
a confidence booster for sure. Someone who knows your potential and what you can do and how to break
knows
through
how to
to you.
use you.
Yeah, and it's only a 7-day contract, but hopefully she does enough in those 7 days for them to say, we're going to keep you around.
I'm going to say don't buy the house.
Don't
Alyssa,
buy the house.
But stay at a nice hotel. Treat yourself.
Treat yourself right. Go to the Hollywood sign.
Yeah.
Take some pictures and say, hey, maybe I'll hang this on a mantle when I live in Hollywood. But I think in other big news for the Los Angeles Sparks, yes, they have Alyssa Peely, but we have seen the return of Cameron Brink. She is not AI. She is flesh and bone, and she is out there blocking Alyssa Smith's shot and hitting threes. Welcome back, Cam Brink, you large, tall,
and in charge.
Model.
She looked so happy out there.
She loves this game. She missed this game, and it's really exciting. And I think what a time for her to be coming back to the Sparks when they have all this momentum and this energy, and Rakia Jackson has been playing out of her damn mind.
She's meeting them on the peak of the mountain. You know,
she said, "Hey, should we get a picture?"
She took the ski lift up to the top.
Well, everyone else
and they've all
climbed.
been climbing.
Yeah, but they're all there nonetheless.
Yes, and now they're all gonna rip it up down the slopes.
They're gonna go whoosh, 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 right into playoffs, baby.
A beautiful Los Angeles reference.
I
Skiing.
know. Skiing. They love to ski in Los Angeles. But yeah, I would love to see the Sparks in the playoffs as well. There's so many teams I would love to see in the playoffs. It's all going to be good basketball. All of these teams are so good, and any team can lose to any team, as we've seen this week. And I'll tell you another team that I would love to see in the playoffs. And these are Kelsey's playoffs, where every team except maybe 2 teams make the playoffs. The Golden State Valkyries. 3 wins this week. Of course, we had the original Dildo game. Then we had Dildo 2.0. Wins against the Dream, the Mystics, the Sky. And then suffered a loss yesterday to the Aces. And also had our first, I want to say, our first flagrant 2 of the season, where a play was so foul, so flagrant that they had to eject the player.
I think it might have been because the fans were mad that the Marina Mabry, Caitlin Clark, Sophie Cunningham,
Debacle.
JC Sheldon debacle was not a flagrant 2.
It was like upgraded after the fact or
Yes.
something like that. Yeah.
But this was the first
Live
game.
in the flesh. Yeah. And then it was honestly not that bad.
No.
And I'll tell you what, Jewel Lloyd deserves a little shove, I think. And it was the shove that woke her up. But Janelle Salon thrown out of the game for checking Jewel Lloyd.
Right in the head.
Right in the,
Right in the shoulder, neck, head.
Shoulder, neck, head area, the upper body. And then she had to leave, and the Valkyries lost to the Aces. Not that she would have, brought them the dub, but that's a big player to lose when
For
you're
sure.
playing the Aces.
Yeah. I mean, we got to remember the Valkyries are missing their all-star, Kayla Thornton.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they're going to get pushed around a little bit.
Yeah, and Tip Hayes was out. So I think there's been a lot of injuries. Monique Billings, I think, has been out for a little bit. And also, people are throwing dildos at every game that they're playing. So maybe they're really in their head, like, is it going to come this time?
They all think it's their ex-girlfriend. Everybody, nobody knows. They all have a target on their backs.
And I will say, the first time it was thrown on the court, it came through play, right? Like, it was during... Like, they were actively playing. The second one,
dangerous.
I think... Yeah, the second one was, like, maybe it was away from where the play was happening, like, other side of the court. Still got thrown on. But this first one, it could have hit somebody, and it was a pretty powerful throw. And it might not have hurt them physically, but their ego. Imagine being hit by a dildo playing basketball. The humiliation and, like, just the public scrutiny you would come under, you would have to retire immediately.
Yeah. And I'm speaking now to the hired henchman of the international player.
You're John Galooly, yeah.
Our Galooly. We'd like for you to throw it when they're not playing. Like, wait for a timeout.
Yeah.
Because we don't want these players to step on a dildo and tear an ACL.
We don't want anyone to suffer humiliation from this. And again, no matter what, that's ultimately the intent behind people doing this, is to humiliate the people who are playing. And to that we say, go fuck yourself.
Go fuck. Yeah. And we're having a laugh. We're having a laugh. But
first time we laugh, second time we go, huh?
I didn't like it the second time. And I think ultimately just don't throw anything at these players.
Exactly.
It's not about you. And don't do that. You could really hurt them. And they're the best people in the world.
Yeah, they're our heroes. And if you fuck with my hero, I'm going to fuck with you.
Respect these players because they're just trying to play basketball.
They're just trying to play basketball without having sex toys thrown at them. Aren't we all?
Aren't we all? Except there's one basketball player who, it appears, is not trying to play basketball right now. Out for personal reasons. And if it's something sad, I'm sorry. But Satou Sabally.
I don't think it's something sad. I think she's salty that she got benched after the first half.
Let's talk about the Phoenix Mercury. Let's talk about Satou. What is
going on with Satou? So the Mercury lost to the Fever in a game that was incredibly weird and bad. It was DB's first return back to Indiana since requesting the trade and getting waived by the team. And the fans there were absolutely awful to her. Screaming, like, just being real nasty to her, which, like,
fans are gonna boo. Fans are gonna boo.
Yeah. I get it. I
think if we didn't have our feelings already about the Fever crowd, I wouldn't have a problem with the booing. So I'm giving them this. I would boo too if a player was like, I don't want to be here.
Yeah, if Leonie Fibish was like, I don't want to be here, I don't want to play for this team, and then they left and they came back with, like, the Seattle Storm, I'd be booing them.
I would ask some German people, how do you boo in Germany? Is it just boo? Or is it there another? Yeah. And I'd hit her with that. It would be personal. Bow!
Bow! So I get it. Kalia Copper took a lot of offense to it. Yeah. So I think feelings were high. There's things probably happening in that locker room in Phoenix. And then we have their game against the Dream. She has 9 points. At some point during the second quarter, Nate Tibbetts benches her. Her body language is bad. Her face is bad. She's not cheering for her teammates. And then they come back from halftime, and she stays on the bench for the entire second half of this game against the Dream. And she does not move her body. Arms folded, her feet sit the same, her face stays the same. Something has happened.
I don't know what could have possibly happened.
I don't know, but in the interview after the game, someone asked Nate Tibbetts why was Satou benched, and he said she wasn't bringing the right energy to the game. And then the next game, she's not there with the
She wasn't bringing the right energy or the right body to the game. She wasn't.
Personal. Physically. Physically, she was not there. So I do wonder, is there something going on? Is Satou going to request a trade? in these last 3 days of the trade deadline? And where would she go?
And I mean, it's unlike Satou to be quiet about these things. Satou, we know, speaks on that. Satou's going to tell us how she's feeling. So that makes me think she really is trying to get a trade because she's like mouth shut. She's got her team doing the work to, I don't know.
And people are wondering, where would she go? Where is she needed? Obviously she had like her preferences when she was a free agent, but I think at this point, she had wanted to go to the Liberty. I don't think the Liberty don't need her.
We'll swap them, the other Sabally, if that's what
Sure.
they'll take.
But she needs to go somewhere also that she would be a starter. So I'm thinking, could she go to, I mean, these are not going to be teams that maybe she would like the organization, but could she go to Washington? Could she go to Chicago?
She's not going to be happy going to either place.
But if she wants out, is it like, I'll go anywhere?
How bad does she want out?
Mm-hmm.
This is one of the shortest tenured big threes we will have ever seen if she requests a trade out of here.
Yeah. And this is all speculation. There could be something going on in her personal life and,
Yeah, in which case I do feel kind of bad speculating.
But this is the things of everyone being like, oh no, something's happening.
It
Something's
is like
brewing.
To have the body language not show up. And then, it's feeling, you have in the outline, do we have another DB situation happening? And it's feeling a little familiar.
Mm-hmm. Do we have a little, who's my guy that I like? Or who wouldn't
Jimmy
play
Butler.
And do we have a Jimmy Butler situation?
Shout out Big Face Coffee.
Shout out Big Face Coffee in Miami. So who knows? Who's to say? Something's happening, and we will be watching very intently over these next 3 days as the trade deadline looms. I feel there's got to be at least one more big thing happening.
I think so. Because there was a huge restructuring of coaches, players. And this offseason before this season started was crazy. And I feel like it's continued. The Wings are they've blown
apart.
Something else is going to happen.
Something else is going to happen. Something is percolating. Chicago Sky they can't be happy with what they have right now.
No. Oh my God, no.
Oh my God, no. They can't be.
No.
They literally can't be.
The Sky's front office is they've hunkered down. They're leaning on community. They're relying on their other hobbies. They're checked out.
They're checked out. But I'll tell you one team that should be very happy. The Atlanta Dream, 18-11 right now. 3 big wins over the Mystics, the Mercury, the Wings. Shout out Naz Hillman, who is just, I think, been playing amazing. Coming off the bench, she's giving me 6th player of the year.
Or most improved. One of
them.
Or
most improved. One of those. Maybe both. But definitely, I think 6th player of the year. I'm she's coming off that bench and she's getting double-doubles. She's having season high of 21 points. I think it's either her or Natisha Heidemann. And Natisha Heidemann hasn't been that crazy of late in a way that Naz Hillman has been.
I think that's a really good prediction. I think 6th player of the year, Naz Hillman, especially when the Atlanta Dream win the 2025 championship.
Absolutely.
It's going to be extra sweet because they did it with 6th player of the year, Naz Hillman.
And MVP, Alicia Gray.
Let's go. Don't sleep on the dream.
Go. Let's go. Don't sleep on the dream. Wake up. Stop dreaming.
They're playing great basketball.
They are. They're if the Liberty lose one more game, they're tied for 2nd place.
The basketball's right. BG's getting ejected from the game with technicals, which we love it.
Which feels right, yeah.
Yeah. Everything is clicking into place. I'm doubling, tripling, quadrupling down. Atlanta Dream, WNBA champions.
Wow.
Let's go.
Let's go. Breezy, take us there, honey. Breezy, get ready for your finals MVP statue. We love you, Breezy.
And if they win, I will go to Atlanta for the parade, and I will disappear for 72 hours, just like I did when the Liberty won.
In your Renee Montgomery shirt.
Yes.
your Renee Montgomery.
Printed out essay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
She
get
was
it
one of the
signed.
first people to discover that it was a dildo that was thrown on the court. Did you see that video of her being like,
No.
It was really good.
I
What
love her.
a week. What a
a
week.
week.
And let's talk about the insane week that was the New York Liberty. Mercury is in retrograde and the Liberty cannot win. Lost 4 straight games in a row. The first time this has happened since 2022, since before Jonquel and Brianna Stewart. Also, some other updates to their lineup. Jalen Sherrod, we love you, was waived from the team this week. This one really hurts. And I really hope that they go somewhere that they can play more. They had such good energy. Coming off the bench, they would always be such a dog on D. Like, they would change the momentum of the game with how they played, and also just like interpersonally got along with so many of the teammates. I do think that's
Sherrod is the one that would do the handshakes.
Yep.
With
I
all
do
the
think that's
players.
part of the reason why they lost to the Sun. I think they were all shaken up by the change in the locker room vibe. And they were sad.
They're like their little sister was shipped off.
Yeah.
That's awful.
And in came their Belgian cousin.
Their Belgian cousin who just doesn't quite know the system yet.
Yeah. And of course our Belgian cousin is Emma Miesemann, who started play this week for the New York Liberty, coming to both games for the Sun. Did not play in that first meeting with the Sun. And then in the second meeting, had sort of a rocky start, had to figure it out, had to get into the rhythm in that first half of the game. But then in the second half of the game, we saw her and she ended up getting 11 points. Let's
and some
go.
Assists. Yeah, she's here. I think it's going to be a really nice fit. I was worried at first. I was like, oh no, Emma, are you playing like I'm doing my special brain? Is she an undercover agent for Big Baby, who the Belgian national coach, who is also the coach of the Sun? Is she sleeper cell turning the ball over
for Rashid?
I think no, because ultimately she did play pretty well.
Yeah,
but
she did end up playing pretty well. And I'll tell you who else has been playing in the absence of Niara, in the absence of Stewie, in the absence of KB. Sabrina Ionescu has been playing out of her mind. In that game against the Lynx, I thought it was going to be a massacre, much closer game than we had anticipated. No, thank God.
It was a respectable loss.
7 points. A respectable 7-point loss.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, and especially in the second game against the Sun, Sabrina, 36 points. She had, and none of them were off threes in the first half. That was the other crazy thing.
I think she only made like 1 3 for the whole game.
She's so tough. I like that she's just like, I'm mad, I'm going to play. There's got to be some sort of chart that's like, Sabrina can only be this mad. This is the zone of anger where she plays great basketball. If she gets angrier than this, she starts fucking up. But,
the sweet spot.
The sweet spot for her.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to be mean, but like, I don't know that we need Steph Talbot.
No, I don't think that's being mean. I think she will be waived once KB comes back.
Okay.
Once any of our 3 injured players come back, she's going to be waived.
I think Sandy's got those Aussie beer goggles on.
Yeah. She's
not seeing the situation for what it is.
You owe her nothing, Sandy. You can cut her.
You can cut her. Yeah.
You can cut her. It'll be okay. We're just waiting for one player to come back. Just one.
I think I had it in my mind that like when Miesemann came, they would cut her and then we could keep Jalen Sherrod on the team. And then when that happened, I think it's not right. I'm taking it out. My feelings about losing Jalen Sherrod, I'm taking it out on Steph Talbot, and that's not fair.
Well, I blame Steph Talbot for the loss against the Sparks because she wasn't playing good D against Rickea Jackson.
Really, yeah. But I blame Sandy for putting her in that position.
Yeah. I think ultimately at the end of the day, we have to be blaming Sandy, even though it hurts to be blaming Sandy. Even though her rotations have been bad.
And, it's team basketball. Next man up.
Yeah. Look, we're down. We're facing adversity, and we're trying to find the solution to adversity.
I already told Kelsey this, but I did hear an interview. There was a between quarters interview with Sandy, and I was like, "That's not what Sandy sounds like. Why is her voice so weird?"
She sounds
in my head, she's Kelsey doing an impression of her.
We have a bit of a fun go. They dared me. Never dare an Australian.
Played the slots a little bit. Mm-hmm. Got a little bit of groove back, and now we're back on the bus. We're heading back to New York.
Look, at the end of the day, we are facing adversity, and we need to find our way to get back to playing Liberty basketball.
We're playing Liberty basketball.
We're playing the Liberty basketball, ultimately. Look. In another world, my Sandy impression would get me on SNL.
Wow. If SNL wants to stay relevant, they need to pivot and only cover the WNBA.
Yeah. If Will Ferrell could get on for a Harry Carey impression, I could get on for a Sandy impression.
Sandy
If we had any respect for women's basketball, but instead people are throwing dildos on the court because they absolutely do not respect them ultimately.
It's true.
But we respect them.
We respect them so much because why?
Everyone involved with the WNBA is a hero.
Except
the refs.